just from not clicking where to TV, but just doing it automatically.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think that was a panic TP. Because his Blade Master was hexed, and the only way he can get out of it is TP.
Yeah, look, do you see all those reveals going off now on Mouz's base? I say base, I mean this last little bit here.
I saw
like,
one reveal on the 6 o'clock.
Oh no, there were about 7 or 8 reveals being used by.
There's the one more. Okay.
They've just been using them constantly. I think that's why YuMiKo just wrote ... Moon actually bringing in a Zeppelin here. Why is he doing this? This is a really bad decision here by Moon. I think he's trying to take down this scout tower to win the game, but he didn't realize that a Great Hall was going down as well. So Moon in a lot of trouble now. Really bad decision there by him.
Do you know one trick back in 1.21 patches? You can load up all the mountain giants and staff to a Zeppelin and staff your Zeppelin.
Yeah, no, you can still do that today.
Oh, really? You can?
Yeah,
damn it.
That's always been a thing.
But mountain giants are so freaking hard to take down. There's gold one, and Moon's completely trapped in here. I don't think there's a Moon of heroes that are being around. I don't know if Grubby is going to be circling around just to with his raiders and bunch of casters just to little semi-contain. Looks like Moon is going to TP with his Keeper of the Grove, and he's going to save about one mountain giant. That's it.
Yeah, not a good fight there from Moon. I think he is now taking Grubby's natural again. Again, a mine with not very much gold, but I think he just wants to take all the mines that he can at this point and try and get some economy going so that he can produce something. We're going to have to see what his choice is going to be here, because he is in a bit of a bad position in terms of just not having anything above tier 1 at this point, just in terms of trees. All his trees, I believe, are still Tree of Life, no Tree of Ages or Tree of Eternities. So he doesn't really have too many tech options. Actually, just having said that, he is now teching a Tree of Ages on his 1 o'clock tree. So I think he probably is going to be going for some tech later on.
Yeah, and I think he's I think I don't know if you played a lot of 2-on-2 games. If you are under 50 food, and if you try to give your ally who is over 50 food some gold, and I think you have to pay a tax over it, don't you?
Yeah, it works as income for them. So if they're in low upkeep, they have to pay 30%. If they're in high upkeep, yeah,
That's right. So Moon, I think Moon's sick and tired of paying that tax, and he's going to get the tier 2 himself.
Yes, yeah, I guess so. Just because I think Elf has a lot better options for going for high tech. Especially considering if you look at what Moon and Grubby have to attack to win here, it's really not something fun. Like, this is going to be really hard for them to win if they just A-click in now. But I think if they tech up a bit, they get maybe some air would be quite nice, just so that they don't get caught in a bit of a choke here. I think then that will be their best chance of winning it, and so maybe that's what we're going to be seeing from Moon here.
I think Grubby could have just loaded up 8 raiders and just drop the 8 raiders in the back of that Great Hall and just start raping it.
Oh no! But look at all the Sorks and mortar teams and breakers and everything, and the Kodo. I doubt he'd take it down to 2/3 hit points before he lost it. And it looks like Grubby's actually going to do some really ambitious creeping in the 11 o'clock position here. Obviously, he's unlikely to be jacked, but just this creep camp does so much damage. You have to be very careful when creeping it.
Oh, nice staff on the mountain giant. I don't know if you caught that at the when Moon, one of the mountain giants of Moon getting attacked, and Moon just staffed the mountain giant right before it gets killed by the Blade Master.
Yeah,
it's right at the right side of the shop. And Grubby pinned the map. Whatever. It looks like Grubby is going to pick up an Inferno Stone. What do you think about that?
A really fun item, but I'm not sure how useful it will be in the situation. Maybe if Mouz really traps himself in a bit, you might be able to do a bit of damage with it. But I think as it is, it's going to be pretty tricky for them pretty tricky for Mouz to actually do anything at this point. Looks like they are moving out because they know they are being outmined at this point. But that means that they're leaving their last couple of buildings exposed here. I'm not sure this is the best decision for them.
Yeah, you don't want to go for base race against Moon ever. Sky learned that. Sky learned that lesson. Infi learned that lesson. Through learned that lesson.
Yeah.
I don't know if Fly and YuMiKo is gonna learn that lesson by the hard way or the easy way.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be willing to put up to go for a base race at this point. I think at this point all they're really going to want to go for is just try and hit things that are close and then get out as soon as possible. And that keeper of the goes down, and Moon with no TP actually uses furl. I'm not sure why he used his item there, because he is going to lose his Demon Hunter as well. Obviously no tavern on this map, so really badly played there by Moon. I think he's just really got a bit over ambitious there. Thought he could make it into the base, but just didn't quite manage to, and with no TP he just didn't have any chance there.
I think he tried to use the Infernal Stone and the Furball to snipe that base. While the Mouz team isn't looking, but he gets caught in the middle. So
yeah, Grubby still has the Infernal Stone. I think he only had that Furlborg. He didn't have the Infernal Stone, so I'm not sure what his plan was.
I don't know. I have no idea then. But level 5 Demon Hunter and level 5 Keeper of the Grove, I have no idea what Moon's trying to do there. Maybe Grubby is gonna try to. No, never mind. He's not gonna start painting map all around the map. He'll just be frustrated. He's more professional than that.
Yeah. Moon, only one altar for Moon, so it's going to take him a very long time to get his Demon Hunter back at this point. And so I think if Mouz wants to win it, they might have to push out now. Some nice invisibility is being used there actually to stop Grubby from picking off some units, but it looks like Grubby will pick off a couple Sorks as well with his Raiders. And actually, it looks if you look at the it's the 12 o'clock position. Moon's now putting down a Hunter's also. Maybe he's going to rebuild his lures at this point. I think he does. He has at least one still up. So I'm not sure exactly what the use of that Hunter's all is going to be at this point.
Oh,
it looks like Moon's altar is going
do you
down.
see this? Do you see
Do
you see the 12 o'clock? Look at it again.
Yeah, Moon's altar has just gone down, and loads of Chimera Roosts now going down for Moon as well. But
4 of them.
Yeah. Moon has now lost his altar, and it looks like he might lose his main as well. Grubby coming in here. Actually, no, he just manages to keep that alive, 100 hit points. But Moon losing his altar is so bad, because it means he isn't going to have his heroes for a very long time now, and that's really a disaster for him.
Yeah, no, two level 5 heroes is really lost, big loss for your army, but it's something that he has to think about. Of course, this map doesn't have a tavern, so he can't abuse the tavern for anything. Let's hope Moon can get this done with 4 Chimeras. Now Moon is gonna play StarCraft now, and Grubby is gonna play Warcraft, right?
Yeah. Obviously, you never really want to be building Chimeras from one Chimera Roost. The whole point of them is that they're a bit of a surprise. Your opponent isn't suspecting them, and you have to sort of basically blitz them with it. You can't sort of have one come in and then another one. You want to have something like 4 come in, and your opponent is so caught off guard that they just have to GG out. And it looks like that's what Moon's going to be doing in this game here. Moon finally putting up an altar again. Maybe he has a second one going up elsewhere, but I can only see one going up just now, and so this might be very bad for him.
Oh god, the Blade Master is getting ensnared and ensnared again and being hexed. For Mouz team, Fly is going to lose his Blade Master, I think.
He does have a TP if he
doesn't.
He gets out of Hex, but he doesn't manage to use his TP in time. So yeah, and he doesn't have an altar either, so really intense game here so far. Look at actually what YuMiKo's been doing in his main base, really interesting there. Actually we do have a bit of a battle here going on, and it looks like Grubby might manage to actually hold it. It's 2-on-1. No, it looks like he will TP out eventually, but he not before using his Infernal Stone and doing a whole lot of damage. But if you look at the 7 o'clock base, look what YuMiKo's doing with building loads of farms here to keep Grubby from just coming in and base raising here. Really interesting play here by him.
This is like a StarCraft supply depot block.
Yeah.
This game is insane, I'm not gonna lie to you. Infernal Stone and yeah. Speaking of which, Chumpesue, if you stay tuned, you're gonna see something like this in one of my 1 year anniversary commentaries when I commentate a level 10 hero on a pro Warcraft game.
Oh really? What's the hero?
A level 10 hero.
What hero is it?
I'm not gonna tell you. You gotta watch.
Oh, such a tease.
but it's gonna be level 10 hero, and it's. Do you know how hard to get a level 10 hero?
Yeah, it's pretty freaking hard.
And it's between two pro gamers.
Yeah, certainly it's very rare.